time for Friday Night Flights. Now, here's Sports Director Bruce Rader.
It was a dark and rainy night in Hampton Roads, but football teams didn't mind at all. And neither did their proud and loyal fans who braved the elements as we did to bring you Friday Night Flights. I'm Bruce Rader, and props to all the bands and cheerleaders and everyone else who braved the elements tonight to bring us another exciting week of high school football. And we begin with the defending 4A state champions Lake Taylor playing at home for the first time since last December. A tough test against Norview. One of these teams would see their unbeaten streak come to an end, and here is one of the strangest sequences you'll ever see. Norview in gray, down 6 in the third quarter. Third down, Dario Mack finds the junior Isaiah King for what looks to be an 88-yard touchdown, but wait, he trips at the 1-yard line, bringing up 4th and goal from the 15. So what does Mack do? Well, he's got to come up with something, so he's going to go to the air and lob one into the corner where DJ Johnson, the senior, was there for the touchdown as Norview takes a 28-27 lead. In the fourth quarter, Norview with the ball, 5 minutes away from the upset. Mack looking for the win, but Lake Taylor's Wayne Davis, the senior captain, with the interception, and he goes all the way for the go-ahead touchdown. The two-point conversion was good as the Titans retake the lead. Norview still with a chance, 4th and 30. Can they find the magic? The Lake Taylor defense says, not in our house. Kayvon Bruton is there for the pick, and the state champions survive a thriller, 35-28. In Virginia Beach, Ocean Lakes, the top-ranked team in the Friday Night Flights, Recruit 757 top 10. On the road against Green Run, the quarterback Tyler Dessous finds and would hit Levanta Taylor in the end zone. Great job by Taylor keeping his feet in. He's headed to Florida State next year. 3 touchdown passes for Dessous. Green Run looking for an upset, so they try the fake punt. But wait, the pass is picked off by linebacker Billy Higgins. Ocean Lakes, the 9th-ranked team in the nation, according to the USA Today. Kalan LeBourne with a touchdown here as the Dolphins extend their Beach District win streak to 35 games with a 55-6 win over Green Run. Now to Chesapeake, undefeated Oscar Smith, ranked 5th in our top 10 against Deep Creek. The Tigers throwing on this wet night. The quarterback Sean Mitchell in the pocket to a wide-open Larry Chappell, outrunning the defenders. Mitchell again showing his scrambling ability. He's going to toss a great pass to a tiptoeing TJ Griffin, who lets everyone know that it's a reception. The Deep Creek cheerleaders trying to keep trying to pump up the crowd. The Hornets had issues holding on to the ball in the conditions tonight with a few fumbles. No issues, though, with Oscar Smith. Courtney Johnson, this is one of his 3 touchdowns. Oscar Smith with their 77th straight district win, a 49-0 shutout against Deep Creek. In Chesapeake, a showdown between 2 undefeated teams. Indian River on the road against Grassfield. Now, Indian River is led by Jaquan Yulee, who will be playing his college football at Alabama. Grassfield with speedster Grant Holloway. I mean, every college in the country wants Grant Holloway. Indian River, a contender for the 5A state championship, and it's the quarterback Tyree Givers Wilson showing that he can scramble and throw the ball on a wet, rainy night. He hits his wide receiver, Jermeek Knight. Givers Wilson, what a night he had, coming back the other way this time. Back tonight, who looks like he may go all the way, but he is going to lose his footing after that great catch. So Tyree says, hey, I'm just going to keep it myself. And he does. And he finds the end zone. He had 276 yards in the air and threw for 2 touchdowns. He ran for that one. Tyan Smith had 2 touchdowns. And the Indian River, with one of the best defenses in the state, would contain Grant Holloway and hold Grassfield to only 3 points, 34-3. That was the final tonight. Now, some might consider this an upset. Kings Fort gets the win over Western Branch, 14-6, behind a couple of touchdowns by Deshaun Wethington. Lakeland wins its first game of the season by beating Great Bridge by 3. Nansemond River with a 61-point outburst in its win over the Hickory Hawks. How about undefeated Cox High School, ranked 10th in our FNF Recruit 757 top 10 at home against Lansdowne. And although the rain was coming down, it did not stop Cox running back Matt DeMasi as he goes 48 yards, dragging defenders into the end zone for the touchdown. And then on the other side, how about that Cox defense? This is defensive tackle Jordan Williams. He's going to bat the ball down, catch the ball for the interception, but come on, he's a defensive player. He tries to score, but he fumbles and Lansdowne recovers. But you know what? The Cox defense said, we're not going to give up. Linebacker Michael Broccoletti is going to make up for it. He's looking at that quarterback. Oh my, number 28 with the pick six. The Falcons remain undefeated with a 31-14 win. Also at the beach tonight, Salem 42-7 over Tallwood. Kellam 44-14 winners over First Colonial. Hey, how about Princess Anne winning its second game of the season? The Cavaliers with a 2-point victory over Kempsville. And still to come tonight on Friday Night Flights. Hampton coach Mike Smith has himself another state title contender, thanks in part to this guy, Daz Newsome. You're not going to believe what Daz did. That and a wrap-up from the Peninsula District. And Old Bay River's rivals Grafton and Tabb meet on the gridiron again. Highlights from Bailey Field when we come back.
We're the Cox cheerleaders. Don't go away. Bruce will be right back with more Friday Night Flights.
The Cox High School Marching Band, under the direction of Mike Lane, the Friday Night Flights Band of the Week. You can see their entire performance by logging on to Wavy.com, where you will find previous bands of the week, archived episodes of Friday Night Flights, the top 10 plays of the week, slideshows, feature stories. It's all on Wavy.com. Just click on sports and follow the show on Twitter at Friday Night Flights, where you can interact with us by using the hashtag WavyFNF, so you can always stay connected with us here on Friday Night Flights. Well, there were a handful of games last night at Darling Stadium in Hampton. We saw, though, perhaps the best performance by a single player so far this season. The undefeated Hampton Crabbers didn't have any trouble with Gloucester in their 76-7 win over the Dukes. And in that contest, Hampton Junior Daz Newsome had 7. That's right, 7 touchdowns. As is normally the case, Hampton head coach Mike Smith never happy with the officials, but he had to be happy with Dazzling Daz Newsome. After a Gloucester 3-and-out, this is the first time Hampton would touch the ball, and look at Newsome as he waves his way through traffic for the 54-yard touchdown. And then with Gloucester back on offense, the Dukes pass, unfortunately, in the direction of Daz Newsome, who comes up with the interception and takes it 26 yards to the house. Hampton behind 7. That's right, 7 touchdowns from Dazzling Daz Newsome, 76-7 over Gloucester. Hey, great rivalry at Darling Stadium in Hampton. Unbeaten 4-0 Phoebus against 2-2 Kickintan. Phantoms will put their senior running back right to work. First drive, and it's Jamari Becknell into the end zone for the first score. He rushed for 116 yards tonight, and the Phantoms would take the early lead. Warriors quarterback Desmond Savage is going to zip it to his fellow senior Tyler Crisp for a big first down, and then they try to capitalize. Another senior, Jason Fugate, rumbles into the end zone for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion is good, and Kickintan looking for the upset, leading by a point. Ensuing Phoebus drive, 4th down. Phantoms fake the punt. Elijah Nelson carries it in for a big first down. Justin Wright with the quarterback sneak for the score. Phantom up Phoebus up 13-8 at the half, and then they had to hold the game-tying 2-point conversion in the final seconds as Phoebus comes up with a 16-14 win. At Todd Stadium in Newport News, Woodside and its high-powered offense taking on Warwick, and what can you say about Tamar Walker? 5 touchdowns for him tonight, all in the first half. Woodside keeping it on the ground. The Wolverines rush for 274 yards and did not commit a single turnover. That, my friends, is a winning formula. And Woodside ends up winning big over its neighbors from Newport News, 42-0. That was the final from Todd Stadium. Now in the Bay Rivers District, Grafton and Tabb, well, they have been rivals forever, it seems. Both teams 2-1 entering tonight's contest at Bailey Field. Tabb and White, and they go to their junior, Alex Wright. He gets in front of the Grafton defenders, and he runs in from 43 yards out to put the Tigers on the board, but they still trailed 14-6. Grafton going to the ground as well. This is their junior, Ryan Pabon, and he finds a hole, breaks through the line, and all the Tabb defenders can do is watch as he is on his way to an 82-yard touchdown, giving Grafton a 21-6 lead. Later on, Tabb back to punt, and waiting for it is Demetrius Moore, and check out the speed by Demetrius Moore, getting a couple of blocks, cutting outside, on his way to another Clippers score. Grafton with an outstanding defensive performance improves to 3-1. The Clippers beat their rivals from Tabb 49-14. Other Bay Rivers finals from tonight. New Kent gets a late field goal in its 16-13 win over Bruton, and Lafayette no problem with Jamestown as the Rams win big 66-21. Now last night in Norfolk, Churchland shut out Maury 19-0. Churchland in white, and watch their senior running back Jameel Edwards. He just busts through the line right into your living room as he makes it into the end zone. A 24-yard score, 19-0 Churchland, 182 yards for Jameel Edwards. The Truckers improve to 2-2 after shutting out Maury 19-0. Once again, the Marching Falcons from Cox High School in Virginia Beach, the Friday Night Flights Band of the Week. You can catch their entire performance on wavy.com. Just click on sports. Here's the rest of the scores from tonight. Granby 32-12 winners over Booker T. Washington. King George from Fredericksburg with the 20-14 overtime win over Norcom. Franklin hangs on for the 1-point victory over Parkview. Surrey County's game against Greensville County postponed until Monday at 4 o'clock because of the weather in Greensville County. Nesman Suffolk Academy 50-32. Man, NSA is putting up some big numbers this year. Windsor shut out by Brunswick County. And a college football final tonight. Oh my, UVA loses at home to Boise State 56-14. So way to go to all of you who braved the weather and cheered on your favorite team. And this is what Friday Night Flights is all about. And way to go to all of our crews who did a fantastic job tonight. Again, go to wavy.com for your best online high school football coverage. Just click on sports. Nathan Epstein will be here this weekend with the Weekend Sports Wrap. I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Good night.